Hey, my friend. Happy new week. Happy May. Oh my goodness, can you believe we are halfway through the year? Well, almost halfway through the year. I can't believe it. It is my birthday month, so let's party. How about that? If you are new here, hey, Danny C. Muniz, your spiritual designer, helping you find clarity on your spiritual journey. And today we are going to talk about the beautiful moon energy of May 2nd through the 8th. We're going to talk about where our moon is moving throughout this week and how we can use it, because our moon affects our energy. So you know how some days you feel up and some days you feel down. Some days you feel all over the place and some days you feel like really powerful and you're really getting things done. Well, if you take a look at the moon and you follow the moon, you'll see how this is affecting you and how you can use it to your advantage, because we want to empower ourselves, my friend, and not allow the world to get a hold of us. Okay, so before we begin, grab a notebook, grab a smoothie. I'm drinking a green smoothie this morning. I'm gonna try this for the next several days. I'm not going to say how long I'm going to do it. I'm just going to see how long I'm going to choose to do it. But I think I'm going to start off this week doing it. We'll see if I go any further. But I'm going to drink a green smoothie in the morning before my coffee or tea or anything. We'll see how that goes. I'll keep you posted in my story. So if you're not following me on Instagram, follow me on Instagram at Danny C. Muniz, DANIECMUNIZ. Okay. All right, so let's get started. I'm gonna go ahead and share my screen as soon as I can find where I left. So I have a new computer, my friend, and my old one took a nice, rest. It decided that it didn't want to, hang out with me anymore. It didn't want to support me anymore. So I had to get a new friend. So I have my new friend here who I'm still navigating and getting all the pieces. I literally got it Saturday, and I was gone all day at an event on Saturday, and then on Sunday I was teaching classes all day. So I have not really sat down and put my stuff together for this beautiful, I'm just gonna get rid of Facebook here, beautiful new lovely nice computer that I have here. So I'm still adjusting, so bear with me. Okay, so let's talk really quick about what we have going on, where our moon is, and then there is two things I'm going to talk about that are going to affect us this week. One of those started the end of last week, and the other one is starting this week. But let's go over our moon energy first. So first off, we are starting here on Monday, May 2nd, 2022. And we're just going to go over here and find where our moon is. And our moon is in the zodiac sign of Aries. So right now, and remember, folks, before I move forward, my friend, I do sidereal astrology. So if you're hearing some of the things that I'm saying and you're like, that's not what I've been hearing, Danny, I do want to remind you that I follow Western sidereal astrology. And so it's a little bit different than our tropical friends. And if you want to learn more about that, let me know and I will definitely do a video on that for you. Okay, so moon in Taurus. So we have a moon kind of hanging out with Mercury right now. So if there's been a lot of thinking and thought around stability and security, for one, if there has been some feelings of maybe getting some emotional connection with some new ideas, that is definitely this energy. Now, our sun is over here still in Aries. We have not left Aries season. So I just want to give you that really quick. But Taurus is where our moon is hanging out right now. And so let's talk a little bit about Taurus energy, because Taurus energy is what we are going to be in over the next several days. Let me advance my beautiful chart here. You'll see this is Tuesday, May 3rd. And then on May 4th, our Wednesday, our moon will move into Gemini. So Monday and Tuesday, this is the energy we're going to be in. So Taurus is an earth sign. It is a fixed earth sign, which means it is very grounded and it gets very focused in on what it is it's doing. It gets really stuck in there too. So if you're somebody who needs to have like some focus or needs to get like really focused in and doing some work, this is really beautiful energy for you. Taurus is actually my sun sign, so I love this energy. This is really beautiful energy for me. But if you are not a Taurus, how can you use this energy? Well, first off, if you are an earth sign or a water sign, this is going to be really good energy for you. You're going to want to like get into action, get into things, do the work. This is going to feel really comfortable and really good for you. My earth sign is going to be like, yeah, this is our time, this is our energy. Water sign, you're going to be like, okay, I can get into things now. I can start to do some productive work, right? I can start to do some things. Now, if you are an air sign or you are a fire sign, this is a little bit tougher of an energy for you. This energy is wanting to slow you down a bit, is wanting you to take care of paying the bills, wanting you to take care of doing the things. And sometimes my beautiful air and fire signs, you want to go, you want to get moving, you want to do the things. You don't want to sit down and have to put something together, right? That's not good energy for you. So this energy is going to want you to do that. So if there's things that you need to get done, use the next couple of days to use that energy. Come Wednesday and Thursday and even Friday, we've got you in your air energy, so you'll be good and you'll be fine. Just know that the next couple of days, just really hone down and get some work done. Now, so what is the Taurus themes? What is the Taurus energy? Taurus is the earth sign, as I said, so it's very grounded, it's very stable, it's very slow and steady. It likes to do its thing in its time. You know, the tortoise and the hare, it's the tortoise. It will get there. It will do the thing. It's just going to be slower. So this sign is much slower. So the weekend, you may have been run, go, 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 go. And now you may be like, okay, I'm ready to sit down. I'm ready to like, maybe there's all these things that were happening. And it's like, okay, I need to figure out my plan now. I need to get things in order. Like I'm ready to like, you know, figure things out. This is really good energy to do the work, to do the thing. So over the next couple of days, do that. Do the work. You can use any of the wood oils. So if you're one of my beautiful friends who love essential oils, any of our wood oils would be really good. I would also say patchouli would be really good as well. Patchouli really helps us get into the body. So that would be a really good one to use. If you are one of my fire or air signs, adaptive is going to be good for you to kind of help you go with this change of pace, which you might not be used to. Okay, so let's move into the next, our next sign, which is going to be Gemini. So come Wednesday, I'm going to see it move through Thursday, and there it is in Friday. We see it is still in our beautiful sign of Gemini. So Gemini is an air sign. It is also a mutable sign, which means it can go and adapt to all situations, right? It can go with the flow, right? Air signs are more mental energy. So for this time, this is really good for thinking. So you're like, Danny, I think all the time. I totally get that. I totally understand that. Use this energy though, because it's going to be amplified, right? So use this to your advantage. Is there something you're wanting to brainstorm? You're wanting to get some ideas on. You're wanting to maybe bring out some of those thoughts that are like, maybe that's not serving me. Maybe that's not helping me. Maybe that's not what I need in my life right now, right? We can influence our thoughts, can't we? We can do something with them. So let's think about that for a second. How can you use this energy over the next 3 days there, from Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, where you'll be in that to help maybe transform some of those thoughts? Maybe become aware of those thoughts. I like to tell my clients is that, are you going down negative alley, right? If you find, see, awareness is the first step in any type of healing, any type of change. And so if you find yourself going down negative alley, this is a great time to be like, oh, nope, That's that alley we don't go down anymore. We're going to pass that. We're going to keep on going, right? So become aware of your thoughts. This is a really beautiful time to do that for somebody who's been struggling with that. If you're somebody who has been wanting the ideas, you're like, I'm stuck. I can't figure this out, right? And in Taurus, you might be that. You might get really stuck, like, I can't figure this out. Use this Gemini energy, right? Learn, read a book, take a class, talk to your mentors, your guides, people who are in your community, whether that is somebody you're listening to on Facebook, on YouTube, on Instagram, right? That you feel embodies what you're looking to do, right? Or can teach you something, right? Listen to what they're telling you right now. Maybe that'll help you get out some ideas. Reading a book, taking classes, those are all really great ways to use that mental energy too. Put it to good use. Now, if you are an earth sign or a water sign, this energy can feel a little bit more chaotic. Trust me, I understand this energy. So I know, so this is my tips for your earth and a water energy, earth and a water sign. And when I say that, I'm just simply meaning if your sun, your moon, or your ascendant, or if your chart, if you're, for my more advanced people, if your chart is predominantly one of those signs, more in particular, if we're looking at your moon energy, okay? So in particular, we're really looking at your moon sign. So if you know what your moon sign is, if you're like, okay, I'm a Pisces, Danny, what sign is that? Or I'm an Aquarius moon, or I'm a Aries moon. Look up, you can Google it, right? Aries moon element, and it'll tell you, right? So I want to empower you, right? So if we are in Gemini moon and I'm talking to my earth signs and my water signs, okay, this can feel chaotic. This is not very grounded energy. This is kind of all over. It can be all over the place, or it can feel that way. At least that's how I interpret it, right? But I'm gonna invite you. How do you feel during this time? Pay attention. For me, I know that it's going to be a little bit more chaotic than normal. So I know to do small, short tasks. I know that my attention is not going to be focused to sit on my computer all day focusing on one project. I'm going to have to get up and do different things. I'm going to have to do things on my phone, do things on my computer, read a book, go outside. I run my errands on air days. I try to see if I can, I try to schedule it so that I'm going grocery shopping. I'm, going to the post office. I'm, going to, I'm in a new place. I have things that I have to do that are new here, like get a new driver's license, right? Get new insurance, get all these new things. And so I'm having to figure out, right? So I use those days to do those things, right? If I'm researching a new company that I'm looking to, maybe buy from or invest in or whatever that thing might be, those are really good days to do that because it's quick things. It's not like sitting there and analyzing all the things. It's not what it is. It's quick, short tasks, okay? Things need to come into completion that you just need to finish one little thing on. This is really good energy for it. Okay, so let's move on to Saturday and Sunday. So our weekend is going to be in our lovely water sign here of Cancer. Saturday and Sunday, we will be in Cancer. Now, Cancer is a water sign, and so this is dealing with more of our emotional aspect of us. So we started with our earth energy, which is that really grounded, really physical body, material things, our senses type energy. Our Gemini energy is our air energy, which is more mental. And now we come into our water energy, which is our more emotional side. So we've kind of hit 3 different areas of ourselves already this week. Isn't that beautiful, right? So with our emotional side, there may be some things that come up that are ready to be transformed. Emotions tell us something. Emotions are beautiful. You don't have to worry about, why do I cry so much? Why am I always crying? Why do I cry at the dang commercial with the mom and the dad and the girl? And I know, I do it too. or you feel more emotionally connected to things, or you might even get triggered by something. That's all evidence. That is all evidence for us to use, right? That tells us something. Tears, what I learned for the longest time, I didn't know this, but tears actually tell us that we are releasing emotion, that we are releasing toxins from our body, that we're having a release. It is not a bad thing to cry, my friend. So if any of you out there, I'm being called to share this, I'm sharing it right now, is if you feel that way, like I have to stop it, I can't do it, you're actually doing yourself a disservice. Release it, let it out, let it go. Some of my other signs, my fire signs, you might need to move it. My air signs, you might have to move it in a very different way, but we want to get this energy out first off. So if you're feeling things come up, get them out. The second thing is everybody's feeling this energy. So we might have emotion come up and we're triggered by something, and maybe even the person you're talking to is not the person that triggered that. Or maybe they get triggered by something that you said. Watch out. Watch out. That's all I'm saying. It has probably nothing to do with you. It is something for them to look at. It is something for them to observe. It is very interesting to become the observer of your life. And let me tell you, there's so much power in being the observer of your life, taking that step back and observing the situation on what is actually happening, not how we're emotionally charged by something, but how we're actually, this is where our beautiful air energy can come in and help us, okay? So we've got the water energy, more emotions, but we can also use this to spark our creativity, to have, the dreams, right? If you're looking to do some dream work, or you're looking to maybe, you might even have more dreams, more so during Pisces, but Cancer, you can definitely have more dreams. They might be more vivid. You might even remember them. Really good messages probably coming through, but creativity, any way that you are creative. I'm not saying that you have to go out and paint something, because that is not what creativity is. Creativity is in cooking. Creativity is in pairing things together, in dressing, right? In makeup, in nails, right? It can also be drawing and art, poem, music, right? Songs. It can be in a number of ways. I'm really creative with teas and making different tea combinations. I'm really creative in my smoothies. I put so many different things in my smoothies, and it's super creative. My hair, I get really creative with my hair, right? So there's all these different ways that we can be creative. What is your way of creating, right? Use this energy to create. For my entrepreneurs, create your content. Create your images for your emails, for your social media posts, right? You can use this energy for that. Excuse me, my smoothie is coming up. All right, so we begin with our earth energy in Taurus. We move into our air energy of Gemini on Wednesday, and then on Saturday, we move into our water energy of Cancer. All right, so let's talk about a couple other things that I wanted to share with you. Number one is, last week, we entered what is Mercury retrograde shadow. So before you start like, oh no, Mercury, don't worry, I got you covered. First off, I'm going to tell you all about that and how to work with it and how to have a good time with it. However, I do want to tell you that we have entered the shadow period, which means this is simply the time right before Mercury goes retrograde. And so pay attention to things that are coming up during this period. This period is a really beautiful time for us to see what is something that we may need to work on, or is coming up for us to work on during this Mercury retrograde period. Okay, so pay attention to the things like that are happening, that are kind of out of the norm, or maybe there's some patterns, like some breaking of things. This has been a pattern of mine. My computer broke down like literally last week, right? These are some things that have been happening. And so I would say probably somewhere around Thursday, Wednesday, Thursday has been that energy. So look from that time frame all the way till when Mercury goes retrograde next week. Okay, so not quite yet. So we've just got a couple weeks here. But the energy is shifting. So if things start breaking down and messing up, that's all good. It's all good. Okay, the second thing is our beautiful planet of Pluto, the one way far out there. If you remember back from high school, it's way far out there. It's really small. Some people even say it's not actually a planet. A lot of conversation about that, but it is something that I do use in my practice. So Pluto is our planet of transformation. It is our planet of death and rebirth. So this particular planet has changed zodiac signs. Now, that is not a very frequent thing. Now, our moon, we just saw it changed 3 zodiac signs in 1 week. Pluto, not so much. Pluto doesn't change signs for about 32 to 34 years, depending on retrograde periods. But, oh, and I said that wrong. It didn't change signs. I'm talking about Jupiter and Saturn. That's a whole other conversation. If you want to learn about Jupiter and Saturn changing signs and Mars and Venus changing signs, you want to come to my new moon circle tonight. We're going to be talking all about that. What I did want to tell you about Pluto is going retrograde. I'm supposed to have notes here and I don't. See, this is what happens when Danny doesn't have notes. So Pluto is going retrograde this Thursday. So let me go ahead and let's see. We can see it's already retrograde here. Let me go back. Oh, Danny. All right. So if we go back, so this is not actually showing when it actually went retrograde. Okay, so it is going retrograde on Thursday. So go ahead and give you that. May 5th, it is Cinco de Mayo. Wow, I didn't realize that. Cinco de Mayo on Thursday. Pluto is going retrograde. So the planet of transformation, the planet of rebirth, right? It is going in retrograde. So anytime a planet is going retrograde, it is a time for us to come inside. It is a time for us to reflect. It is a time for us to review. It is a time for us to reinstate, recommit, return, right? It is a time for us to come inside and do some work. So Pluto will be retrograde till October of this year. So we've got a long period. We've got 5 months of it being retrograde. So this is something that you are looking to transform. This is a good time to do that. If there is something that you're looking to, that is coming up, that you're like, holy crap, what is this, right? This could be something that you're like, I need to do this. I need to work on this. This is probably something that needs to be transformed. And for some of us, it might be a huge transformation. For some of us, it might be small transformations, right? Or a combo of that. But I also want you to know our collective energy is feeling this. So look out for some transformation. Look out for some things dying to be reborn, right? That is transformation. Aspects, parts of ourselves dying so that we can be reborn, so that we can have a new, fresh beginning. And because of that retrograde period, along with the other things that are kind of happening with all these changes that are happening in our sky that I'm going to talk about tonight in the new moon class, is I'm going to invite you to use some citrus bloom. This is our oil of the week. Citrus bloom is a springtime blend. So it's perfect because we are in spring, but it is also the oil of new beginnings. Okay. So if we are going through transformation, am I not correct? Is that a new beginning? It is, right? And so citrus bloom, we can work with this oil to help us through this transition, especially because we're going to have Mercury and all the other stuff, right? So citrus bloom, what you can do, how you can use this is you can simply just put a drop just in your hand, right? Rub it together and inhale. You can use this while you're meditating. Oh, it smells so good. It's really refreshing. You can use this, so that's topically. You can also, if you're feeling like, oh man, things are getting kind of crazy, you can just breathe it in from your bottle. It actually smells different when you breathe it through the bottle than when you put it on your hand, because it gets involved with your pheromones here and it kind of slightly changes. So it might even smell different on different people, just FYI. you can diffuse this. I don't have my diffuser here. It's actually over there. But in my diffuser, I can put citrus bloom, which I've been doing actually, because there's a lot of changes going on in my life. So I've been putting citrus bloom because it's new beginnings. And I'm also calling in new beginnings as well, right? Spring, I'm looking for new things to happen. So we can use citrus bloom to support us. All right, so we can use it just by on our body, putting it in our body. You can also put it with some coconut oil. You can make a beautiful roller ball like this with just maybe about 10 to 20 drops of citrus bloom, fill it up with fractionated coconut oil, and you could just rub it on you. That actually will help it last longer on your skin. So you can do that. You can breathe it in, as I mentioned before, or you can diffuse it. Many, many ways that you can use these beautiful oils to help support you. All right, my friend, that is it for us today on our journey of the energy for this week. I hope you have enjoyed it, but I have a question for you. How are you going to use this energy? Let me know down below in the comments which energy you're looking forward to and how you are going to use it. If you want to learn more about how you can get this beautiful citrus bloom and any of the other oils that I mentioned, like the patchouli or any of the wood oils, let me know down in the comments, and I'll go ahead and send you some information on how to get those into your hands. And a final thing, if you want to come to our New Moon Circle class tonight, actually, I'll be doing New Moon Circles both in person here in Austin, Texas, as well as online beginning this month. So we're starting this off, new beginnings, right? As I said. So if you want to join, let me know, and I'll send you the information for that, especially if you're catching this at a later date. All right, my friend, have a great rest of your week. I'll see you soon. And as always, remember, close your eyes and take a deep breath. And find peace.